Hi, so this one's going to be slightly different from all the other ones. I just want to have a quick conversation, to be perfectly honest. I hope you're keeping well and keeping safe. And I know that this is, we're trying to get through the curriculum, and with the situation that we're in, it's not necessarily ideal. I want to go through the process that normally we'll be going through this time of year, because we've only got 4.5 weeks thinking about it until the end of the summer term. And during these 4.5 weeks, you would be normally having a year 10 mock, and you'd be off timetable for a week and a half, and but that's a week and a half gone. Now, what we'd normally do is preparation for the year 10 mock, and that would include basically taking 5 lessons. We've done 5 modules, and I would go through stuff about how to revise and the importance of spaced learning and giving some lots of techniques to revision. And over this year, in the revision time that I've given you, we have been making these flashcards so that we are creating our revision materials. It's important to make the point that creating revision material isn't actually revision. It's just creating the tools so that you are ready to revise. And that's what we've been doing throughout year 10. So what I want you to do is that really for the rest of this term, what we're going to be looking at, because we finished all the modules that I was planning to do before the end of the year, and then the next 2 weeks would have been 5 lessons revising. We've done 5 modules. We'll take a lesson on each module, go through the key points, look at some practice questions and so on. You'd have a week and a half off the timetable to do year 10 mock exams. And then after that, we'd get a MART, and a couple of those lessons would be evaluating your mock results, and that would be the end of the year. And all of that process is really important to get you ready for next year. I want to see how much of that we can do. So the 5 modules I want you to take over the next couple of weeks, 5 sessions, so around 5 hours, okay, over the next 2 weeks, to do some revision. And so remember the 5 topics that we've looked at. We looked at Christian beliefs, we looked at Buddhist beliefs and Buddhist practices, just done that one. We have looked at war and peace. We have looked at relationships, the war and peace, and religion and life. So we've done most of it really. So they're the topics that we have looked at. I want you to look back in your notes and start, make sure you've got the flashcards sorted out, creating the revision tools that you need, and to actually start doing some revision really. I want you to watch a video I've put out about how to revise and different techniques to revise and why to revise the way I've told you to revise. Okay, and it is based on years and years of experience, which is now being backed up with scientific evidence, that this is the best way to revise. So watch that video about revision. I know you've seen the PowerPoint before, but it doesn't do any harm to have a recap of revision, and then spend 5 sessions on revision. And then in a couple of weeks' time, I will put some GCSE questions in the assignments for you to do. Now, clearly, I don't know whether you're doing it with the books in front of you, or you spend half an hour, 45 minutes doing it instead of 25 minutes. I don't know any of that. It's all down to you, about trusting you guys. And it's about you doing the best that you can at this moment in time so that we can learn to improve for next year. So this isn't a do a mock exam, get a grade back. I'm not even going to necessarily giving the grades back. It's going to be doing the mock exam as part of the learning process to prepare you for next year. And that's what we need to see the mock exams as, rather than what grade am I now. That is not actually that important. What is important is what am I doing well and what do I need to improve, and that's what we're really going to be focusing on, okay, for the next 4 weeks. Okay, right, take care, stay safe.